Hello girls, welcome back to your English literature class. Today you're going to read and understand poem Smells.
Now let me introduce you all to the author. This is Catherine Worth. Catherine Worth was an American poet and novelist. Through this poem, the poet expresses her longing for bright, cheerful colors and the wonderful fragrances of the flowers and grass. Okay? So through this poem, she is going to express that how she misses the fragrance of flowers and grass. Now we are going to read this poem together. Okay? I want you all also to repeat after me. Smells by Catherine Worth. Through all the frozen winter, my nose has grown most lonely for lovely, lovely colored smells that come in springtime only. Again, through all the frozen winter, my nose has grown most lonely for lovely, lovely colored smells that come in springtime only. The purple smell of lilacs, the yellow smell that blows across the air of meadows where bright forsythia grows. Again, the purple smell of lilacs, the yellow smell that blows across the air of meadows where bright forsythia grows. The tall pink smell of peach trees, the low white smell of clover, and everywhere the great green smell of grass the whole world over. Again, the tall pink smell of peach trees, the low white smell of clover, and everywhere the great green smell of grass the whole world over. So this was the poem. Now we'll understand each stanza one by one. Okay? So this is the first stanza, that is, through all the frozen winter, my nose has grown most lonely for lovely, lovely colored smells that come in springtime only. In this stanza, the poet tells us that she misses the scent of flowers during the long span of frozen winter because the lovely colored, sweet smelling flowers bloom only during springtime. Her nose feels lonely as it is missing the scents of spring. Now the next stanza. The purple smell of lilacs, the yellow smell that blows across the air of meadows where bright forsythia grows. The poet connects the different scents with the colors of flowers. When she says lilacs smell purple, so this is the flower that is called lilacs. Okay, it's purple. Forsythia smells yellow and the smell is carried across the green grasslands by air. Can you see? This is that yellow forsythia. Okay, this is the yellow forsythia flower. And it is carried across the green grassland by air. See, this is forsythia. The next one, that's the third stanza. The tall pink smell of peach trees, the low white smell of clover, and everywhere the great green smell of grass the whole world over. In this stanza, the poet says that the flowers of peach trees smell pink. You might be thinking how it smells pink. You try it. Take a pink color rose and smell it. You will get a pinky smell in it. Okay, children? The clover smells white. This is a small flower that's called white clover. And the green grass smells green all over the world because the grass is seen in most parts of the world and it smells the same all over. The poet, through this poem, expressed why springtime can be fun. She connected the vibrant colors of lovely flowers against the whiteness of winter. She associated the sense of sight with the sense of smell by connecting colors with the smell. So children, here we finish with our poem's explanation. Your homework is, first of all, to learn this poem. Secondly, to write and draw 5 things that comes to your mind when you think of summer season, winter season and rainy season. Children, remember 5 things for each season, okay? 5 for summer, 5 for winter and 5 for rainy. Whenever you think of that season, what comes to your mind? And where will you do this? If you're having your literature copy, you can do it in that. And if you don't have it, you can do it in your rough copy, whatever copy you have made where you write your question and answers. Okay? So thank you and God bless.